Alrighty, what's up, motherfuckers and scumbags and my peeps? How's it going, you sexy bitches? Peter Joseph here for a Tuesday evening, getting close to Tuesday night video. Once again, right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video. Leave a comment if you wish. Please leave stupid comments. Bye-bye, so long, farewell, you go bye-bye. And that's pretty much it for that. So, leave a comment down below. Subscribe to this channel and my other channels down there inside of my goddamn pants. Otherwise known as the description marks below on this channel and my other channels as well, like I said. Share the video all over the internet. And follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram if you dare. And don't forget to tap and slap that goddamn bell. Say it for a reason, kind of. So tap the bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because if you miss anything, well, you missed it. And that's pretty much it. You missed the video, you missed it. Then you're going to have to go back a video or two or three or more to catch up. So, it is what it is. But you hit the bell, and hopefully some of you will get my notifications. If not, blame YouTube. But if you turn on all the notifications, you shouldn't miss anything. So, but if you're not getting them, then just unsubscribe, resubscribe again, hit the bell again. Hopefully that will work. And if not, like I said, blame Neil and his team of monkeys. And pretty much it. Let me move on with that. And if you're new here, you just subscribed, or you resubscribed, or you're thinking about subscribing, then welcome to the party, pal! We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, and as always, grab a cold one. I know it's product placement, but I don't care. But sit back, relax, grab a cold one, put your feet up, and enjoy the show. And if not, get out of here. Go on somebody else's channel and do your bullshit. Guarantee you're gonna get kicked out of there too. So, it is what it is. You want to do that shit, then do it on your own channel. You know, you're not doing it here or anywhere else. That's pretty much it. Let me move on with that. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So, once again, if you're new here, welcome to the party. And we got cookies on the side. So, cookies and beer and soda and all that good shit on the side. And, ladies, you know where to sit. If you know what I mean, but it is what it is. That's that. Alright, enough about that boo funky. Let's get to what we're going to talk about. Hope everybody had a great Tuesday. And it's hopefully going to be 2 for Tuesday. I'm going to be doing my NXT review later tonight over on my Peter Joseph channel. But it is what it is. But hopefully you had a great Tuesday. You know, getting a little chilly here in the Northeast. Tomorrow's going to be like 70, but it's going to rain a little bit. So it's not going to be a great day. It's going to be warm, but not great. Overcast. Blech, tomorrow. And then down it goes again. Thursday and Friday. And then by next weekend, which is Cinco de Mayo weekend, my friends. And that's Backlash weekend as well. 80 degrees. Yes! Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Cinco de Mayo weekend, so for all you, my great Mexican fans out there, they're gonna be getting drunk next Sunday. And, enjoy it, wherever you may be. Maybe be warm weather, or maybe be, just enjoy the day next Sunday. Sunday, Cinco de Mayo, as we begin the month of May. Not this weekend, next weekend, so. Got that, and the unofficial start of summer coming up in about a month from now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the summer's coming. I can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait for that. Summer vacation, warm weather, long days and long nights. It's going to be great. Up until August, really, but going to be some good shit coming your way in the next couple months. But we got still about a week left of April, so. And then we begin the month of May, and then it's going to kick some ass through the summertime. So, stay tuned, and really, please hit that bell through the summer. So if you miss anything through the summer, you're going to be wishing you were watching me during the summer. Not that I'm going to be around most of it, but it is what it is. And we got that. Alright, on this Tuesday evening / Tuesday night, April the 23rd, 2024, we got the Rangers! Yes! Game 2 tonight at the Garden, the mecca of all sports. And, no, I'm not there tonight. I was thinking about going, but... I really was thinking about going, but I'm not really feeling that great today. I did have physical therapy, and right as soon as I got out, I was, like, in so much pain. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just take the rest of the day off, watch it on the stream, because I'll have NXT on the rich man's cable, because for some reason, I don't get ESPN, but even if I don't have the NHL channel, NHL Network, whatever it's called, but I do have the Rangers app, so I will have the Rangers app next to me, seeing what's going on with the Rangers and the Capitals, Game 2, and yeah, Justin LeBar, how you doing? I know you were crying last night on the Wink last night. You were crying, I saw it. I mentioned it and I left. I fell asleep right after, during, Wrestling Inc. podcast, but it is what it is. But yeah, Justin LeBar was crying up a storm because his Capitals stunk up the joint Sunday night. What was that? Yeah, Sunday night, I was right. Sunday afternoon / Sunday night, but it is what it is. And we got that, so Game 2 tonight, and the Rangers win tonight, pretty much might be over, but, Game 3 on Thursday night, that's in Washington, D.C., for Game 3. Game 4 will be on Saturday, I believe, and then Game 5, I think is next Monday at the Garden. Might be going to that. Not even going to watch Raw the second half of the draft, don't care. But we'll see what happens when we get there. And that's pretty much it. We'll talk about the draft on Friday. And that's it. Sad news today. Cameron Grimes to the moon. Otherwise known as Trevor Lee. Sadly got released today. He had a really heart-wrenching 2-minute video on his Twitter page. I feel bad for the guy. I really do. And I hate when people get released because they lose their jobs and stuff like that. And, I've gone through, losing jobs and shit like that, but not fun. But you gotta, roll with the punches to get to what's real, like David Lee Roth once said. And, get back on your feet somehow. It's like that old saying, when one door closes, another one opens. So, I know Trevor Lee will get back on his feet really quick. I would really hope he goes back to TNA, because TNA is basically getting almost everybody from the old school back. I mean, Mike Santana came back at Rebellion. Sami Callihan came back. Broken Matt Hardy, yes! Bro, kinda came back. I mean, he's gonna do a couple of dates, so the door is open for him to go back to WWE, or maybe back to AEW. Don't know, he's still a free agent. Same thing with Brother Nero. So maybe the Hardys go back for one final run with the WWE, and then maybe get into the Hall of Fame, because they're close to getting inducted pretty soon. But, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. So, Trevor Lee, I think, will go back to TNA, and he's going to have an amazing run in TNA, because there's a lot of great people in TNA, especially in that X Division. Excuse me. Chris Bay, Myron, I forgot his last name, Myron. They got, the X Division champion there, Mustafa Ali, Zachary Wentz, Trey Miguel. They got a lot of good talent in that X Division, and Trevor Lee pops up. Oh boy. Man, TNA. I don't know about AEW, because I don't know what Tony Khan would do with the guy. I know Trevor Lee is good friends with the Bucks, amongst all the people like Damian Priest and Swerve. who went on his Twitter. I was like all the comments on the video. I was like Damian Priest, Mackenzie Mitchell, Swerve. I mean, a lot of people. Even Samantha Irvin. Crazy. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, really, WWE fucked Trevor Lee / Cameron Grimes up. Great run at NXT, and that feud with Eli Drake over the $1 million belt, that was great. As soon as he got to the main roster, hi Vince McMahon, bye. That's a Vince McMahon hiring, by the way, too. Because Vince was still kind of in the company when Cameron came up about a year or so ago. I mean, he is a Triple H guy, but creative basically had nothing for him, and he was basically jobbing most of the time. And I forgot who his last match. He jobbed to somebody. I forgot who it was. But what happens? Von Wagner's gone. Xia Li and, Jinder Mahal, Veer, Sangha, they're all gone. So basically a spring cleaning with the WWE. And I hope they find work somewhere. But I did read, I don't know if it's actually true, but I think it was the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. Basically, I read that, like I said, take this with a grain of salt, that they are kind of saying no more to the non-compete clauses. So if you work as a wrestler, whether it be in AEW, TNA, WWE mostly, and you sign a non-compete clause, so it means you can't work for another company for such and such a day, like 60, 90 days, that goes bye-bye. They taken that out of your contract. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. Look it up. And if it is true, that's a great sign. I hate these contracts, and then, they don't get used, and then they're gone. They're basically going to get released anyway, and then when they do get released, they can't find work for 60 to 90 days, especially the people from NXT and some of the main roster talent that's basically stuck in catering, or on Speed, not the drug Speed, the show. Then they're gone, and then they're out of work for about 2-3 months. And then they finally do find work with AEW, Ring of Honor, TNA, New Japan, or they just work on the indie circuit, not making much money, but at least making appearances, at least. Like Mason, Dion Madden / Massey and Mansoor. They're basically doing indie work now. Not making great money, but, they're gonna land somewhere. Maybe be TNA. As I don't think Tony Khan would want those two guys, but, check your local indie fed. You could see, some guy like Trevor Lee pop up soon. Man, I would love for him to come to New York, in the New York indie scene. I would love that. But, you never know. He could appear for House of Glory. Oh, well, it's House of Glory, but I call it House of Boring! Because that's boring as fuck commentary, except for one guy that I know very well, not JD. There's another guy that I know very well that works for House of Glory. Should give me a job. Kick JD to the curb. I'll do commentary. Fuck JD and his commentary. It sucks. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. But hopefully Trevor Lee gets back on his feet, and I hope he goes back to TNA. Like I said, I don't know what Tony Khan would even do with him, but or he's good friends with the Bucks, so he could put a good word with Tony Khan. And Tony Khan's still looking for free agents, so WWE be firing, TNA, AEW / Ring of Honor, New Japan be hiring. So we'll see what happens with that. Trevor Lee in New Japan's strong. I like that too. Give him a belt. Why not? Why not? So that's it. So yeah, Trevor Lee has been released today, and that's it. There's some things going on with Vincent Kennedy McMahon and John Laurinaitis. That whole Janelle Grant suit. It's a mess. Because it's like a 29-page thing from I think from Janelle Grant or Vince, I think it was. I think it was Vince. I'm like, who cares about reading 29 fucking pages? You know, that shit. And it just makes Janelle Grant look like, she's, I don't know, it's just a mess. I don't care about the case at all. I just think Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis are fucking perverts. That's given. It is what it is. I'm not a pervert! People power! Shut up, John Laurinaitis! You wrinkly old fuck. I really hope, the Garcia slut's mom that's married to John Laurinaitis dumped his ass. I doubt it, but who knows? Who cares? Who knows? Who cares? And that's, pretty much it. Why did my notes just not load? Anyway, trying to get my my notes up for this thing. All right, now they're up. There we go. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, enough about that. It is time. We got NXT coming up in about 20 minutes, and the Ranger game should be starting, I think, around now or at 8, I think, on ESPN. So check the local listings for that. Hopefully, go Rangers! And yeah, the Mets stunk up the joint the last 2 nights. So 6-game winning streak. 11 of, I think it was 11 of 14, and they just lost the last 2 games to the Dodgers 10-0. Last night they lost 5-2. Tonight they got Severino on the mound in Game 2 of that series, and then Game 3 is tomorrow. That's the travel day, and then Thursday they'll be off, then Friday they'll be home against St. Louis. See what happens with that. And by the way, fuck the NBA refs, because they really screwed the 76ers last night against the Knicks, when the Knicks scored 8 points to win in the last, 20 seconds. You know the NBA is rigged if they're giving the Knicks wins here. And the freaking coach for the 76ers calling timeout, and they don't grant the timeout. Come on now. Are we gonna give the Knicks the fucking title now? No. Please no. Not to hear it from people like Big Ray and everything. Hey, the Knicks won! Like, who cares? The Rangers win, you better give me some props. Just saying. Just saying. I mean, it's game 1, but the way the Rangers have been playing lately, I don't even think anybody in that Eastern Conference can stop them. Maybe, no, not really Boston so much. I think their biggest competition is probably Tampa Bay or Florida. Maybe Boston, but we'll see. Well, Boston got their butts whipped in Game 2, so they might have another, first round choke job. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But I'll talk about that later. Alright, quickly, I want to get to this video, and maybe we'll go into a little bit of NXT tonight. Should be a great show tonight with NXT Spring Breakin' Night 1. We got the contract signing with Natalya and Lola Vice. Oh man, I saw her bare ass in a picture on Twitter. Woo! Like to smack that piece of ish. Holy crap. Good lord. But anyway, Natalya and Lola Vice will be signing their contract for next week's match, an NXT Underground match. That's basically in Lola Vice's wheelhouse. And I guess we're going to find out who Lola Vice's trainer is going to be. Because Natalya has Carmen Petrovic. And Lola, we don't know yet. I'm thinking it might be Shayna Baszler, but then again, who knows? And also, NXT Battleground is going to be emanating from the Apex Arena in Vegas, where they had the MMA stuff. And I read that they hold 100 people, and then they kind of transform it to have 4,000 or 5,000 people. I'm like, really? You're putting it in there? And you're gonna have 4,000 or 5,000 people at a NXT pay-per-view? That's a bad idea. It's like, why can't you couldn't get? I mean, you couldn't get like the MGM Grand Arena or any other arena in Vegas. I mean, seriously, Mr. Hickenbottom, I'm talking to you. You couldn't get that arena? You have to go to a dinky UFC arena? Come on. I mean, it should be a good pay-per-view, but that arena, I don't know about. I don't know what's going to get 5,000, 6,000 people. They're not going to get like 10,000 people in that arena. Forget about it. But, yeah, we'll talk about that in about a month from now. Let's get through spring break, and then we're going to be on the road to Battleground in June. We'll move on. Alright, so, this is your Monday Night Raw thoughts. You understand? Thoughts. From last night, April the 22nd, 2024, from the Schottenstein, or the Schottenstein, depending on how you pronounce it, the Schottenstein Arena in Columbus, Ohio, on the campus of the University of Ohio State. Those Buckeyes. It is what it is. I don't follow college football that much anymore, because I don't care. And that's it. Alright, main part of the show, a battle royal for the vacant Raw Women's Championship. See who's gonna win that. We got Liv Morgan in it. Basically, most of the Raw roster. Nia, Jax, and like I said, Liv Morgan, Ivy Nile, Candice LeRae, people like that. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. That's that. Alright, so we got that. And our commentary team, Mitchell Cole and Pat the Man McAfee. Got that. Alright, so we start the show with Jimmy. Not Jimmy. Jay Uso. Nogi. So he comes out, talks about he's ready for Backlash and losing to Poppy Priest. Speaking of Poppy Priest, he comes out looking like $1 million, and actually talks some sense into Jay. Not really, saying, bad-mouthing Jay. Jay. Priest says that Jay gave him such a beating last year that Poppy came up to him in the locker room and said, "You earned you earned his respect." They went on drinking that night, partying, girls, whatever. And Jay said that they were next. But the reality is, I was next because I'm the champ now. And Jimmy's just the first person to be fed to him to make him look good, obviously. Then he goes to leave, and then Jay asks if that's all that he sees in him. Jay praises him for winning the belt, but basically, you're getting fed to me because I'm going to be the next World Heavyweight Champion. And then JD McDumbfuck basically botches the attack, throws a super kick at Priest. Oops. And then McDonald's like, "I'm so sorry!" Excuse me. And that's it. And we get to that. Then later on in the show, Priest is pissed off at JD McDumbass. And then we see Dom Dom, who has an arm in a sling. I don't know how he got that. I think he got that at a house show or something. But he's on the injury list right now. Finn Balor was not even there. But he will be there next week. They're going to be in a 6-man tag team match with, I forget who's against. But, I think it's with Awesome Truth and Andrade. I think. But anyway, we get that. Speaking of Awesome Truth, sorry, Mike, not now. I know I said your name, but not now. Okay. Right. Okay, that's it. In and out, right, Mike? Don't ask. Anyway, so we get that. So then we had Awesome Truth defending the belts, the Raw Tag Team belts against DIY, Mr. Psycho Keeter! Kefka say. Not Kefka say. Kefka! Ready, Kefka? Okay. So we had the Psycho Killer, Tommaso Ciampa, and Johnny Gargano in his home state, not home city. That's Cleveland. And we're going to be in Cincinnati on Friday. Hey, I'll just circle around the Ohio area. Anyway, it was a pretty decent match, 10-minute match. Also, Truth retains after hitting the Truth-Crushing finale. Basically, the Skull-Crushing finale into the lie detector. They get the win in 10 minutes, and that was it. After the match, Ciampa was not a happy camper. After Johnny Gargano shook hands with the champs, Ciampa's like, fuck you guys. Is he turning heel again? Possibly. Because really, DIY right now is just bleh. They get no reaction from the crowd. They get title shots, can't win the big one. Feels like they're in NXT all over again. And, that's, pretty much it. Alright, then we see JD McDonough begging Poppy Priest for forgiveness. Dom comes in a sling. Can't team up with JD McDonough in their tag team match later on. And then Santos Escobar comes in, and he's going to be JD McDumbass's partner. And Dom's not pleased. Poppy Priest doesn't really give a shit. And that's it. We move on with that. Then we have Walter, the former Intercontinental Champion, with Imperium. Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner. So Walter announces that, he talks about elevating the Intercontinental title to the highest of highest, 666 goddamn days. By the way, number of the beast. 666. If you're 555 from 666, what's it like to be a heretic? Okay, let me move on. Good old Slipknot. So, yeah, the target on his back, that got lifted. He thanks Sammy for allowing him to become the Hunter again. But, before going back to get his title back, he's going to enter the King of the Ring tournament with the King of the Ring on May 25th, and the Queen of the Ring, too. That's going to be nice. So he's like, I'm going to just, which will allow him to decide which title to go after. Oh wait, now we're finally getting one of those? Where the King and Queen of the Ring get to decide what title to go for? If that's true, about fucking time. Even though that kind of degrades the Money in the Bank a little bit. Anyway. And then the New Day of Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston! They come out, Xavier's like, hey, I'm the reigning King of the Ring, and I'm gonna win it again. I'm gonna become a two-time King of the Ring. And, I think Xavier called Walter a usurper. What? What is that? What is a usurper? What are you talking about?
Sanctu says what?
What? Anyway. Walter says he will elevate the crown by winning the tournament. Probably will. And, then we get the New Day against, Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner. Wasn't a great match. The New Day get the win, with the up-up-down-down finisher on Fabian Aichner, the wrestling jobber, basically. They get the win, and Walter is pissed! Looks at Marcel Barthel, and then he leaves, and then Marcel just looks at Fabian Aichner, he's like, you son of a bitch, always losing, and then he commits the heinous act and beats the fuck out of him. So I guess they finally breaking up Imperium, and Fabian Aichner is basically going bye-bye. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets released next. I would not be surprised. Because I really think Marcel, on his own, could be a great asset to WWE. Maybe go after that Intercontinental title, be another great contender for Sammy. Or maybe he gets drafted to SmackDown, goes after the US title. Who knows? But we got that. Okay, so we got that. So after that, Andrade recaps his issues with the Judgment Day, saying he is no one's servant. And he's teaming up with Ricochet to take on, I think it was JD McDumbass and Santos Escobar. Alright, got that. Then we get a look back at the UK tour that nobody really gave a shit about. And then we get Drew McIntyre, who sits down like CM Punk. He's like, hey, don't shoot up my sketch, pivot. He probably has like fucking shorts on. Fucking deal. Talks about CM Punk a little bit more. Why do people chant CM Punk every time I come out? Punk doesn't even care for any of the fans. And then the fans like, what? And he's like, if you say what one more time, you French kiss your sister. And then the fans like, what? And Drew's like, you guys are sick. Well, pretty much Ohio is a bunch of perverts anyway. Crappy city, crappy state. It is what it is. We all know New York is for lovers. And migrants, too. But I'm not gonna go there. New York's a shitbed, too, but pretty soon I'm gonna get out of the goddamn state. And basically anywhere you go is pretty much a shithole, too. Florida, Maryland, Maine, North Dakota, California, Texas. Pretty much shitholes. Depending on what city, some of them. Not all of them, but not the majors. Some of the major cities where you go are good, but some of them are like, eh. Like LA. I want to move to San Fran so bad. You know why. You know why. The 49ers! Who possibly going to be trading Brandon Ayuk pretty soon because, the draft is Thursday, and the Niners are asking for a first-round draft pick for Ayuk. I think everybody in the NFL would give the first-round pick for Brandon Ayuk. But the thing is, you're going to have to pay him a lot of money. So, it comes with a price. So, will Ayuk still remain on the Niners? I probably doubt it. By the end of this weekend, I clearly doubt that Brandon Ayuk will still be on the Niners. It's a shame. But, we still got Debo. We still got Kittles and bits and bits and bits. We still got Brock Purdy and Bosa. I don't know who the Niners are going to draft this year. Hopefully somebody good. There's a guy named Kool-Aid in there. I'm not lying. There's a guy, his name is Kool-Aid. Don't ask how that guy got conceived. But it was good Kool-Aid when his mom and dad were fucking. Holy shit. We're gonna name our son, I don't know, what is this? Kool-Aid. K.A. Bernard, or whatever his last name is. But, he's on the radar for the Niners. They need some offensive linemen. I don't even care. I think the guy's a defensive lineman anyway, or cornerback. Not that the Niners need more cornerbacks. Yeah, they do. Because that secondary is like, eh. But their offensive line sucks. So hopefully, Mr. John Lynch and company and Jed York will finally wake up and get some offensive linemen that can actually play and not let people get to the quarterback. Right, McGivitz? Morons. It is what it is. Anyway, so Drew comes out, talks about Punk costing him everything at WrestleMania. Now it's on to the King of the Ring. He announces that he's going to be in the tournament. Maybe be in the finals, but I don't know. And then Sheamus, Sheamus comes out, talks about, he lost everything at WrestleMania when his family and friends were there. They traveled the world together, best friends, stuff like that. And then Sheamus goes on about his weight. He says, I can lose the weight, but you can't lose stupid. And then Drew's like, you used to have banger after banger after banger. And now it's burger after burger after burger. I'm like, ooh. Damn. So, look like Sheamus and Drew McIntyre are about to go at it again and have a banger match. So, no, that's it. So, Drew goes to, doesn't go on commentary, goes to ringside to watch Sheamus basically beat the fuck out of Shinsuke Nakamura. Why is he losing? Why is Shinsuke back on the I'm gonna job to everybody train? Why? Are they gonna release him too? God forbid they do, because pretty much I don't think he would go back to Japan. He could, but I mean, he is a legend in Japan, but going back there, I don't know. Maybe Mr. Obari would love to have him. Oh, not Mr. Obari, sorry. Tanahashi would love to have him. Oh, speaking of New Japan, they bought Stardom, by the way. Oh, you know what that means? Oh, Tony Khan is going to have a field day with bringing those hot-ass bitches, chicks, the hot-ass women of Stardom into AEW. Forbidden Door, anyone? Miyu? Yamashita? Woo! Give me that, baby. Give me some Stardom matches at Forbidden Door. You know who else is going to be it comes from Stardom? Mina. Give me Mina versus Mercedes at Forbidden Door. Please. Not Tom Nakano. Somebody good that can basically kick Mercedes' ass. Mina is a good choice. Miyu Yamashita is a good choice. Hey, they could bring in Viva Van, hot ass Korean I think she's Korean or Japanese. I don't know, but she is good. Multiple champion in the Indies, by the way. She was on the TNA tapings this past weekend. She looks great. She wrestles great. She looks great. Because when you look good, you feel good. That's the commercial. By the way, I gotta put on NXT right now. Doing so much talking about Stardom, I'm missing NXT. We just started. Spring Break-In! Now we got the draft. Well, the draft is Friday. Alright, so we got Nicholas Aldis from SmackDown, Adam Pearce from Raw, and the beautiful Ava Raine talking in the back. Adam Pearce got invited over to the Performance Center. Nick Aldis is probably in his house, in his study, or whatever he is. You know. And then after he's done with his segment, he's gonna go bang Mickie James. That's who. So they're basically going over, it's like, oh, you have some great talent that both of us would love to have. Ilya, Roxy, maybe Trick, who knows. So we got that. So, yeah, the draft is Friday. NXT stars can go to Raw or SmackDown. Raw or SmackDown stars can come down to NXT, and there's going to be a lot of people going down to NXT. Probably like Finn Balor, who knows. She gets more segments than fucking The Rock. It's sad. Huh. Who's gonna step up to the plate? Alright, so we get that. So yeah, Sheamus beats the fuck out of Shinsuke Nakamura. And I didn't really care about that. But like I said, I think Shinsuke's on his way out. It's sad. So, match was good, but Sheamus gets the win. Then we see Ilya Dragunov walking in the back, saying that, we're gonna see the funeral for Trick Williams tonight. Then we got La Familia, my cousin is on the TV! My legit cousin, Tony D. They got a 6-man tag team match with, Catchpoint 3.0. A 6-man tag. Then we have Sol Ruka, the resident surfer girl, taking on Blair Davenport in a beach brawl. Then we see Natalya and Carmen Petrovic entering the parking lot. Like I said, the NXT Underground contract signing later tonight for I believe the first ever NXT Women's Underground match. Alright, so we got that. And now we're inside the arena. And now we gotta start off with a triple threat match for the NXT Women's Championship. We got the lovely Roxanne Perez, or Roxy, defending against another hot chick, the lassie from Ireland, Lila Valkyria. And also in the match is the creepy girl, Tatum Paxley, otherwise known as Daphne 2.0. So, well, I don't know what's gonna happen tonight. Depends on what happens with the draft. They may pull the trigger and give it to Tatum Paxley tonight. I doubt it. I think Roxy's gonna retain, then get drafted, then lose the belt. probably at Battleground. But, so, yeah, we'll see what happens with AJ Lee 2.0. We got that. Alright, let me finish this off, and then I'm gonna finish watching this shit. Alright. Alright, so Sheamus gets the win. McIntyre does the golf clap. And that's it. Alright, then we get a recap of what Chad Gable, thank you, did to Sami Zayn in front of his wife last week after the match, after Sami retained, and Chad Gable committed the heinous act, turned heel. We're going to hear from Chad and why he did what he did later. But we get Sami in the back. He's pissed off. He's biting his tongue. He's going to listen to Gable's spiel and his explanation. And then big Bronson Reed comes in and say, well, you got a bigger problem than just Chad Gable. Because remember, I have next. And Sami's like, anytime, any place. So he's about to, do whatever he's got to do. And then Bronson Reed jumps him from behind, beats the fuck out of him. That's it. Lays him out. So, we'll see what happens with that. Let me move on. Alright, then we get Chad Gable and the rest of Alpha Academy coming out for a chitty chat. We have Maxine Dupri looking good. Akira Tozawa and the big fat man, Mr. Otis, or Otis. We get a clip from the Pat McAfee show where Charles Barkley talks about how he didn't like what Gable did to Sami. And Gable's like, who gives a shit what fucking Charles Barkley thinks? So, talks about Sami having a rough week, and what he did to Sami last week was justified. It's a big deal to him. Sami put the title in front of his face, kind of mocking him and stuff. And that would set a lot of people off, but Chaz, gave him his moment. Talks about, Sami celebrating in front of his wife. Knowing Gable was standing right there, and then Gable did what he did. It should have been him. Should have been me. So he does that Dolph Ziggler thing. Should have been me at WrestleMania fighting Walter instead of you. And I should be champ instead of you. Said, he talks about he was training a bunch of losers. And then he looks at Tozawa. And he's like, you lose too much, you suck. It says Maxine Dupri, you're dumb. And Otis for being a huge disappointment. Wow. And he says, from now on, I'm not, it's all about me. If you want to be on board, then you gotta, deal with that. And tells Otis, you agree? Otis I agree. So, Otis is going to turn heel eventually. I think Tozawa might turn heel. Who cares? Maxine Dupri will turn heel. Who cares? Basically, I would just, have Chad Gable break away from them. Let them mire away in catering. And just Gable go for the Intercontinental title. Give me Gable and Sami for the next couple months. It is what it is, and that's that. Alright, then we go to the back where Dom in his sling comes up to Ricochet, who cuts him off, doesn't want to hear, Mysterio's threats and shit. They're gonna take out JD McDonough and Santos Escobar in a tag team match. Then he's gonna beat JD McDonough on speed. And that's that. So Ricochet leaves, and then Ricochet leaves. Liv Morgan comes in and stares at Dom. I bet you she was the reason, was how Dom got hurt. I wouldn't be surprised. And then we hear from Nia Jax. Nobody cared what she had to say. And we move on. As some unique offense from Tatum as Roxy and Myra are down on the floor. Look at that. Alright, so we get that. So then we go to Ricochet and Andrade taking on JD McDumbfuck and Santos Escobar. And as you would think, Andrade and Ricochet get the win. As JD McDonough once again took the pin after Andrade hits him with the Shadow, which I guess is his new finisher. I guess he changed it from the message to the Shadow. The Shadow only knows. Take him to the Shadow, M. And we get that 12-minute match. Match stunk, and I didn't give a shit. Afterwards, Poppy Priest comes in and basically rips apart everybody. Then he goes up to JD McDonough and Santos Escobar, and it's like, I don't need you, I don't need you, but you two need me more than I need you. You follow along here? There will be a test. So Poppy's doing all he can to be the leader of Judgment Day, as Mommy won't be coming back till probably SummerSlam, or later, with her shoulder injury. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, then we get a video on Zoe Stark. Then we have Jackie Redmond with Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. They ask about being all evil. And Candice is like, I don't know we should be doing this. And Candice is like, what are you talking about? And then they get interrupted as we get a big-time catfight between Nia Jax and Liv Morgan. And everybody has to... all the referees and agents like, Jason Jordan, Petey Williams, Kenny Dykstra have to come in and break them up. And then while that's going on, we see Becky, the man, Becky Lynch, come in, steals the microphone away from poor Jackie Redmond, heads towards the ring, runs into Maxine Dupree, gives her a little pep talk saying, you can do this. Not that she's going to win. You can do it. And then she continues down to the ring, and she goes back to walk and says, I'm going to be waiting for Rhea Ripley whenever she gets back. So, we'll see what happens with that. So, she's a favorite to win the title, along with Nia Jax and Liv Morgan, most likely. So, then we go to your main event, the Women's Battle Royal for the Raw Women's Championship. We have Becky, Indy Hartwell, Candice LeRae, Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, Liv Morgan, Nia Jax, Natalya, the Dancing Queens, Kaden Carter and Casey Catanzaro, Piper Niven, otherwise known as Doudrop, Chelsea Green in this match, Ivy Nile, and Maxine Dupree. So basically, the Raw Women's roster in this match was garbage. Piper loads up the announcer's table and stops to pull Nia to the outside, not eliminated, and then they go at it. And then Becky's on the announce table, not eliminated. And Nia just hits a move on both of them, which was crazy. I mean, the match itself was but it is what it is. So Nia gets up, gets knocked to the apron. Then we get a code breaker and a middle rope famouser. I think by Liv. Yeah, by Liv, and eliminates her. So we're down to Liv Morgan and Becky. And I was like, oh, they're going to give it a Liv, right? Wrong! Wrong! Why, Hunter? Why did you give it to Becky? I know it's the new era and all, and everything was going good, but this is a big, huge mistake, giving Becky the title. I know Liv is going to get it eventually. They're starting this monster revenge tour run with Liv as a heel. But really, last night they should have pulled the trigger to have Liv win the belt again, and then maybe have Becky go after her at Backlash. So I guess Liv's gonna could win the Queen of the Ring. I wouldn't even do that. You know who should win Queen of the Ring? My girl, Daddy's favorite girl, Tiffany Stratton. Daddy, I'm gonna win Queen of the Ring! I'm gonna be queen! Yes, you would. You should. Because you're my princess, darling. Oh, thank you, Daddy. Okay. Anyway, we got that. So, yeah, Tiffany Stratton should win the Queen of the Ring and Money in the Bank. As far as the men who can win who can win King of the Ring, I'd have Walter win both as well. And Lyra almost won the belt back. Well, we got that. So, Becky is the new Raw Women's Champion, her 7th championship reign out of SmackDown and Raw titles she's won. It's her 7th reign. So, we'll see what happens with that. I did not like the decision. I still think Liv should be champion right now, but I guess we're going to have to wait till Backlash or after that. I mean, Becky hasn't re-signed as far as I know. Seth's out, so who knows with his knee surgery. But no word on both of them signing yet. Drew, who knows if he's gonna re-sign? I think he should because he's been talking about CM Punk for basically the last couple months. And it would suck for Drew to go bye-bye and then we don't see Drew versus Punk probably at SummerSlam. So we got all that. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so that's it for Raw. And then afterwards, Becky subways in the crowd, hugging kids, hugging random people. It's a good time. But I still don't like the decision at all to have Becky win the belt. I do not like it at all. But that's Hunter for you. Probably made his first mistake in a long time his first mistake of the new era and the first mistake in a long time. This was bad, Hunter. Bad. Just saying. So anyway, this women's match is okay, not great. I'm hoping Roxy retains, but oh damn. Like Roxy hit a move, I think it was like a reverse and standard DDT, and Lyra just landed on the top of her fucking head. Ouch. Oh, by the way, there's a guy in a Rangers jersey in the NXT crowd tonight. Hey, why aren't you at the Garden, moron? I would say the same thing about me, but I'm watching it now, so. But it's good shit. That's I think the Rangers are winning. I last check. Yeah, they are winning. 2-1 in the second period. Just started. So get that. So like I said, Game 3 on Friday. So get that in Washington, and then Game 4 will be on Sunday afternoon on TBS. Friday's game is on TNT. Going head-to-head with SmackDown, so good thing I got picture-in-picture. And then Game 5 will be at the Garden on May 1st, which is next Wednesday. Lyra... Oh, Roxy stole the pin! There you go! Roxy stole the pin! Because Lyra had Tatum pinned, and then Roxy just did a flip over her, and pinned, looked like both women. And somehow, someway, Roxy... still your NXT Women's Champion. So AJ Lee 2.0 basically pulled the AJ Lee out of her ass, her hot ass, by the way, and got the win. Yeah, but good match all in all. Tatum, did a lot of things, a lot of good things. 450 splash, impressive. That was that. So she hits that. She looked on Lyra. And she was about to win, and then Roxy comes with a forward roll pin to retain the belt. And Lyra's like, fuck! Even Tatum's like, ah! Tatum had it. She had it, but, Roxy somehow, someway, continues on as our NXT Women's Champion. And that's it. And then, now we hear from Jade. Says she's been watching. Then we have did it, Grayson Waller. So they're talking about the draft, so any one of them can enter the draft. And then who are these people? Oh, these people are talking about who's gonna win between Ilya Dragunov and Trick Williams. Obviously it's gonna be Trick Williams, hopefully. We got Bobby Lashley sending Trick, Eli Drake. I think Rey Mysterio we're picking Trick to win. Some people picking Dragunov. And now, Cody Rhodes, Hunter, picking Trick. So, tonight's the night that Trick Willie might win the belt. Hopefully. Shamon, we'll see that. Now we got, in the women's locker room, we have Kaylani Jordan Thea Hale and Fallon Don't Call Me Dawn Henley talking. They got a 6-woman, I think it's a 6-woman tag match next week. I think, or it's gonna be Thea Hale versus JC Jane, and then we got Jada Parker in the background, just like, you're not gonna win. I don't know who's behind Thea there, but I know we see Jada Parker. There. We have 2 other chicks there. We don't know who they are. And, now Fallon Henley's going, squaring up against Jada. Oh, now we got a big time about to get a cat fight between Jada and Fallon Henley. Probably a match between them tonight. Huh. That's it. Now we get La Familia. My cousin's on, so I'm going to get out of here and listen to my cousin. So, and I'm going to have a nice Kick Palm Hero that he got me earlier today for $2. So I'm going to go eat that. So I'm going to go listen to my cousin, and I'm going to get out of here. I will be back, hopefully later, with my NXT review over on my Peter Joseph channel. So, all in all, that's my Raw thoughts, you understand? And I gave Raw, it was okay, 6.5 out of 10 stars, and that's all I gotta say about that. And we move on. Alright, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and until next time, if you're not down with that, too fucking bad. Because me and a whole bunch of other people that are way better than you, and you know it, we got 3 words for you, if you don't like that. Fuck you, man! Adios. Peace.